Okay then. Good morning, everyone. Audio should be working mostly fine. Let me just get over to my thing here, my stream manager. Do an audio check. Audio does work. And this is good. I had to make sure the microphone was plugged in correctly, or not plugged in, but that it was registering on OBS correctly. Took a couple tries, but we got it working. I am a bit conflicted today, though, because, like, I don't know if it's really burnout, but it's like, I don't know what I wanted to do. I had this plan earlier, because apparently Subnautica 2 is supposed to be getting an update relatively soon. I don't know if it's supposed to be today, or if it's supposed to be next week, or when it's supposed to be, but I really wanted to do Subnautica 2. Because there's supposed to be, like, a new area, and a new Leviathan, or at least new fish, and more story stuff. But that's not out yet, so I'm very disappointed. And then can't really do Elite Dangerous because I'm out in the middle of nowhere exploring, and I want those discoveries to be my own. Didn't really want to do Satisfactory because that we're kind of still building up stuff, and I'm probably going to get to that later in the week if there's no update for Subnautica 2. Let me just pull up the main live. I did also fix the double audio issue, I think. Probably. Yes. Actually, hang on, let me just scroll a thing really quick. Yeah.
I see you got it.
So, everything should be working correctly. I don't actually know where we left off. I remember we got the Wine Wars stuff done. We got an upgrade or two for the house that we were Corvo Bianco. I don't really remember what else we were doing. I don't think we got much further. So today we might go and do the spotted white portion of the quest. Might get the story moving forward a little bit. It all depends. And before we get too deep into it, later tonight I might end up doing a Tarkov stream, or maybe I'll just end up doing that. I don't know. But like, there's so much that I want to do, and there's never enough time, and my mouse is on the wrong sensitivity for playing Witcher 3, and I'm very sad. Ah yes, once we got the Wine War stuff done, we got the stuff for completing Belgard Vineyards problems, which is going to be such fun. Now, those do lead us around a bunch of spaces we've been before. I think that area is kind of high level for us. That's a tournament, Knight for Hire, Gwent, Skellige. Wait 3 days. We could do that. I'm not sure a week's gone by. And then you got the big game hunter. Portrait of the Witcher is a level 43 quest. That's not quite fun. So let's see if we can do this. Whoops. Okay, so that's going to be straight that way. I could jump to the Powcan outpost. Oh, Rocan outpost. And then hit the undiscovered. And then go up there. So there should be signpost, yep, up here.
The more you beat them, the better they are.
It's been a little while since we did Witcher 3, I think. Put a marker there. Drop on in. We are a little bit late because there was something I was trying to do, and it was very attention grabbing, but what the fuck?
You could make yourself useful.
Blasting in the mine? Okay, you know what? I'm genuinely curious because you don't really hear explosives in The Witcher too much. Vinter's contract?
I'm going to save him, man. What's your stone?
Oh no.
You, sir, are a witcher. The very one that Duquesa summoned.
Guilty as charged. And you gotta be someone who wants something from me.
It's like you read my mind. You see, those caves are like cellars the gods carved out for their own stores. Spacious, dry.
Just some monster lives inside him.
A soothsayer. Gods be kelted, a soothsayer. So, will you help?
Might help, might not. Depends on whether we can agree on a fee.
Okay, let's try 240 coins and see how that works.
Good. Yes.
Son of a
be
bitch.
it.
Every time I think it's going to be like, oh no, we're super annoyed because like I've done stuff like this before, and it's always like, I requested 5 more gold. 75% annoyed. Fine, I'll go down.
Sure, I'll see to it. For the sizable reward I foresee you giving me.
Okay. We're gonna do the thing. Is it gonna be one of those roly-poly fucks? It's gonna be a roly-poly fuck, isn't it? This is gonna suck. Yep, it's a Shalmar. Oh crap, and there goes half our health. Yeah, no. Mother. Why is it always a Shalmar, and why do they hurt so much? More importantly, why the hell did you have to have at least one imported for the tournament if you've got like 4 of them running around the cellars throughout the country? Jesus fuck. People in Toussaint need something better to do with their time. And now I know that those are not explosives. That is the sound of a shell mart hitting a wall.
Beaver booger me.
Good God. Oh, that's a bear. And clearly this is somewhere under us. So, how the fuck? More power for Erendite. Come on, any other takers? So if it's under us, maybe over here? There's got to be a way into the mountains somewhere. I'm not sure we're going to be able to find that way into the mountain, but there's got to be one somewhere. Maybe... Does this actually lead into the thing?
Help! Help us!
Someone, please.
What's this about?
Monsters. Monsters there in the cave.
We managed to flee, but Hugo remains inside.
Hugo?
Our brother. He's still in there, inside. Help us find him. We'll pay you for your toil.
I could look into it, but it'll cost you.
How much would you take?
375, not a copper less.
A reasonable price.
Son of a... Every time.
Fine. I'll look for him. You two stay out here.
After the shale mart, please tell me this is just a man who found a den of succubi. Please. I don't want to fight another Shelmar.
Show me what you got. Damn it.
Son of a bitch. Okay, potions. I need the one that turns damage into, or poison into something good. Fog with decoction. No. More than a third of vitality. That would be useful. Griffin. No. Alchemy, no. Killer whale, definitely not. Werewolf, no. 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 I'm not sure it's a decoction. Generates vitality. Some blindness. Attack power. Increased. Vitality depleted critical. Generate more quickly. Poisons now heal. It's Golden Oriole. Okay, we need to do a white honey and then a Golden Oriole. Stop it! Stop it! We need a white honey. Fucking bugs.
Fresh blood on the blade. Weapon was Hugo's, maybe. Blood trail. Could be Hugo's wounded.
What's this way? Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. hate these fucking things. Okay. We have learned that we need better armor. Things are getting things are getting a little bit out of control. And I hate insects. I mean, it's kind of realistic to how actual fights would go, and oh god, we're still in the cave. Oh, that's not good. Okay, if we're gonna do this beast hybrid insectoid, Arendite doesn't have the ability to do things. Oh, that sucks. Tawny owl, superior cat, Maribor, black blood.
Fresh blood on the blade. Weapon was Hugo's, maybe. Blood trail. Could be Hugo's wounded.
We're gonna try again over here, and hopefully we don't die.
That stench.
Took out the big one.
Magic. A place of power.
Huh.
Warm and damp. Kikimores prefer cooler environments. Probably why they keep their distance. Damn, water's hot. Get burned if I don't watch it. Could use some protection. Maybe Quen will work.
get to surface before spell wears off. Dang, that really does, like, chunk you if you're... Is it supposed to be leading that way? Oh yeah, hold on. The sword is here, and it goes this way. Okay. And then that looks like it just might be moss and a piece of ore. Gold nuggets. That's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do some of the old gold mining sim. The one that was originally called Gold Rush, the game. Hugo, you're alive!
You, Hugo? Your brother sent me.
Ja! Dizzards, scoundrels, tartmongers. They attacked me, but I fended them off. Now, they sent a brigand to finish the job.
What are you talking about? Ran into them outside, claimed monsters attacked. They ran, made it out, but you got stuck inside. They asked me to help you.
Is that what they told you? The lying weasels. More trickery on their part, I'm certain.
Whoa, slow down. What's this about?
I'm Hugo Monar. My father, Victor Monar, you may have heard of. A cognac distiller. He was famed for it. Before he passed, my brothers and I would quarrel over who would inherit the family business. So father decided he would force us to work together. He broke his still down into its parts. 3 of them he hid, telling each of us the location of one. When my brothers learned my part, the last, was hidden in here, they decided they did not need me anymore. They decided to cut me out of the business. Literally. We argued, fought. The noise must have woken the beasts. My brothers ran for the mouth, while I ran deeper in.
So you came here to find a piece of a still. Mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you find it?
Bottom of the pool of a hot spring. Really hit it well, your father.
Your pay. It is not much, I know. But I promise you good prices. The best once the tavern is open again.
Hold you to that. Now let's go. Brothers are probably getting antsy.
Wait, see there? My brothers. They've rounded up some thugs. They mean to attack me.
We don't know that.
Would you try to tell me it's a coincidence? That they return with an armed band? They've come for the last part of the still. They would kill me for it. Please, you're my only hope. Kill them. Elsewise, they'll kill me.
Kill your brothers? You want that?
Well, Perhaps not them, but the other roughs, for certain. As to my brothers, I don't know. You could perhaps render them harmless? Will you defend me?
Not about to start cutting folk down because of a family squabble about some spare bit of machinery. We're going over there, and you're gonna settle this. Talk it out.
But should they attack, you will protect me, will you not?
If they attack, unprovoked. Let's go.
Gotta be very fair. And also, you know, fratricide is generally
Are you well?
frowned upon.
We were worried.
Why do I doubt this?
Listen, while you were in there, we realized this tiff is senseless, idiotic. You might have been harmed, gravely, and that's something we could never live down.
Lucian is right. We must bury this hatchet, work together as father wished it.
Claim to come in peace. But then who are these men?
Hunters, who had made camp nearby. They spotted us and asked if we had no need for their aid.
You went in, were gone a long time. With these men to help, we thought we might come to your rescue.
All right, glad to see you've made up. Now I really need to get back to my own affairs.
Naturally. Your payment.
We thank you for your help. Should you ever find yourself near the clever clocks, you must stop in. Superb cognac. Some of the best.
Will do. So long.
For their sake, I really hope that's the good ending. Cause there's questions. Okay, and we did get the thing because the cave apparently goes all the way down, and that's the one we were missing. There was one other. I thought there was one other. The big game hunter. Oh, and that's not even that far away. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. After the last contract, I get kind of
If I'll find anything
worried.
here.
Jesus fucking Christ. Where's Black Blood? Okay. You like jumping around? Clerk's Diary, the letter, the adventures of Spiky and a white called Franconi. And the convict's house. I'll take a look at that quest in a moment. First, I want to look around and see if I can't find more convict notes. Embezzled and stole was salary as a scribe, so laughably meager. I was reduced to borrowing coin from my mother. I was a thief. Did a great deal of good for the palace library. Lives of prophets, de hemorrhoidibus. Is that supposed to be a book of hemorrhoids? Palace Library has me to thank for the storehouse of knowledge needed for a merry and satisfied life. I question some of these. This seems... Half of this list seems like something you'd find in a kink library. Notes of death row convict. A work order. And all the diagrams of the set. I know I'm probably a bit far out, but you know, I only thought to go up here because it was one of those things where you have to, like... Remember in Skellige, you had to climb a wall? Kept it nicely with my faith, these gods given time, pleasures of flesh, try to lift the spirits. Serve sins, left its accursed dungeon walls.
Notes in the journal suggest that straight out of prison, Merton went to the legendary cave. A Diego was supposed to have hunkered down there once. That's my next destination.
Just scooping up contracts. Paper Chase, Night Tales. Okay, so the Wine Wars is only a level 39 quest. Feline Manticore. Okay, well, I thought we got more quests. Apparently it was just random odds and ends. Did I just see... Yep, There's, that's a thing. Don't attack me and I won't have to kill you. After getting my ass handed to me by a Shaelmar and by a bunch of bugs, I think we're good. Random person in the middle. The Fisher King? He's a fisherman? That looks like a fishing rod right there in the grass. I don't know. I'm curious that he's named differently. Come on, Geralt, say the thing.
You make mountains out of molehills, Vilmar. I shall be better than fine. Lads, I find your concern touching, I do. Yet I've long awaited this day. So, you must forgive me, but I shall go through with it as planned. Ah! It seems my guide has arrived.
Greetings.
Greetings to you, White Wolf. I presume you saw my notice? Foolish question. You're here, thus you must have seen it. Forgive me, I should introduce myself. Count Belladal, a great admirer of your deeds.
Thanks. Not something we Witchers hear often.
But Count, sir, do you mean to go off with just this Witcher? A right hardy fellow he is, no ponce, I'm sure. But your expedition's too risky on the whole. And not taking us with you's, pardon my saying it, right daft.
You exaggerate, Vilmar. I believe I can manage to survive half a day without someone there to wipe me arse in my stead. My guards lament, Witcher, but you must forgive them. Now, to get down to brass tacks, as you've no doubt gleaned from the notice, I've a rather extraordinary proposition for you. I'm a lover, Witcher, of nature. A devotee of the wild. And Toussaint is home to several species not encountered elsewhere. I'd like you to accompany me on an expedition whose aim is to preserve them. Yes. Naturally, you'll protect me should the need arise. My ever-vigilant guards, see, will report any reckless behavior to my wife if I get so much as a scratch. And then woe will be me.
I need
some
details.
before I can say anything. Where are we going? What am I supposed to do exactly?
In the roundest terms, we shall admire the local flora and fauna. And while we do, I might preserve a thing or two.
Preserve?
Of this device, see? The Peristysomac. It captures, likenesses.
A Paris as to what?
It's like a movable megascope, capturing moments, transforming them into illusions, based upon which I then paint a painting.
So, you want me with you, looking at animals and flowers and...
Well, that's more or less what it amounts to, yes. Except you will first have to track down the creatures I wish to capture. I know only the very approximate locations of their habitats. Well, and should any
Oh,
trouble
good
rise,
God.
you'll have your sword at the ready, right? So, agreed?
He wants us to go around photographing...
Pretty unusual contract.
I couldn't agree more, yes. And I'm prepared to pay a commensurately high fee.
Don't mind if we actually talk about exactly how high that'll be first, do you?
Why ever would I? Please, simply tell me how much you wish to receive.
260.
Sublime! Give a deal!
Fuck. Every time. At the beginning of the game, if you try to haggle even a little bit, like you're lucky to get 25 more coins than what the original thing is. Now apparently they're just like, oh yeah, you've done a lot. You're No, you're... Son of a bitch.
Doesn't seem hard. Be glad to do something pleasant for a change.
Sublime. In that case, here's your map. Before coming here, I dispatched requests to several local hunters. They located the habitats of the species of interest to me and marked out their ranges on the map.
Good thinking. It'll save us some time. Won't need to track. Ready to go?
I'm afraid we'd do await the morn. Proper light, see? It's very important. In the meantime, be my guest at my fire, sir. In fact, I'd be delighted to hear some tales of Witcher life.
Oh, I don't know about that. A lot of wading through monster guts.
Well, the wide and wild world beckons. The light now is perfect.
Yep, he's got a camera. Okay, so presuming this is a town or some farms, some kind of river.
Seems I got the map, so I'll lead. Wouldn't rather be out here with those guards of yours.
You jest. It's deliverance to emerge from under their wings. Believe me, they're overprotective. Oppressively so. I wish to admire the wildlife. Preserve it. Not watch them kill it in a fit of misguided fear for my life.
What if the wildlife attacks us?
Then we shall have no other recourse. I do not wish to be something supper. You, but as long as they remain calm, we've no need to provoke them. It's of the utmost importance to me, in fact.
Misguided is a little bit of a, call it a misnomer, because a lot of the things in this world, they'll really take out a squadron of knights. You know the Draconids, they're, I don't know, that kind of... And there's a bear right here.
Map says there should be panthers around here. Stay close. Keep your eyes peeled.
But one request, Witcher. Avoid bloodshed, if at all possible.
Heard something. Grunting, panting. Something like a bear.
No! What are you doing?
Trying not to get you killed.
Hear that? Panthers.
Frankly, I did not hear a thing. Clearly, your senses are far more acute than mine. I must rely on them.
Please, just take your damn picture.
Excellent day for capturing moments.
For the love of God.
Damn poachers. Snares. Looks like they were hoping for a bear. Panther got caught instead.
Look, a cub. Will you help the mother?
Give it a shot. Gotta call her first. Likely to lunge at us otherwise.
Brilliant. You freed her. A superb image. witch's heartless. This will put the light in that.
Peristysomax upset the animals. Better get out of here.
Cannot abide poaching. Content you share my love for animals.
Pretty broad interests for a man of the city.
Dabble in my share of things. Wine, nature, painting.
Well read. What the hell does well read mean?
I imagine the life of a witcher must be rather more monotonous. With all due respect.
It is. Never boring, though.
I, for one, cannot fathom only ever consorting with the same creatures, day in and day out.
Got a wife?
Yes? What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing. Just asking.
Same creature, day in, day out. Giant centipedes.
Here.
It's those...
Centipedes. Giant. Underground tunnel burrowers. Make a distinct sound. We can use that to track them.
I don't like following centipedes. If Helldivers 2 taught me anything, it's that you run away from the sound of burrowing creatures.
Sounds loud and clear here. Must be near the nest. We're here.
Well, this vantage point's no good. I shan't capture a good image from here.
Alright, wait. I'll find you a better spot. It's safe, too. Tread lightly. Giant centipedes sense the softest sounds, the lightest vibrations. You wake one up, it wakes up angry. Here, maybe? Distance seems right. Light's not bad either.
Yes, this will work perfectly.
Can you lure them out?
Give me a minute. Need to think. Vibrations. Gotta send some through the ground. I'll try tossing a bomb or casting a sign. You watch out. Don't get any closer.
Excellent day for capturing moments. Thank you. Truly magnificent that was. We can move on now.
Well, I'm glad that worked.
Exhilarating. Positively exhilarating. Thank you. I've one more request. Local peacocks performing their mating ritual. I'd love to see that. Apparently, a flock dwells not far from here.
We can go. Just don't count on peeping at them while they mate. Season ended a month back.
Oh, it's terrible. I so wish to capture their splendorous tails in full bloom. Is there nothing you can do if they prove uneager to present. Perhaps challenge them somehow? Goad them?
What did you have in mind? Don't have a tail myself, and I'm not likely to sprout one anytime soon.
My thoughts were more along the lines of witcher magic. They say you can exert influence over lesser creatures.
Yeah, guess I can try. Can't promise you anything, though.
Splendid. Consider me contented. I cannot pinpoint the flock's location, but a hunter I know told me a few likely spots. I'll mark them for you.
All right. Let's go find some peacocks.
God dang it.
I was wondering, why peacocks?
My daughter is rather fond of them. They will be a treat for her.
I'm trying to remember this quest because I think there's a twist coming
Real
here.
close. Eyes in the back of your head.
Okay, the Count's still following us. Come on.
A feather from the rump, coated in suet. Cock shed it recently, and the suet's got a distinct scent. Ought to be able to track the flock.
Witcher in action. What a treat to watch.
A little bit of lag there, but we're still fine.
Shh. Hear that? They're calling to each other.
Fabulous. We're getting close. That's lovely. Now, just splay the tails.
See what I can do. Find a good spot.
Ready? Use your magic, Witcher!
Yep.
Giant centipedes. Damn it. Where did they come from? Must have followed us. Get back. Ah! Geralt! Save me! That was tense. I believe I've had my fill of excitement for today.
Good. Good. Does that mean we can bring you back to your people?
What a wonderful adventure.
Get everything you wanted?
Yes.
In that case, time to get back to your camp. Returning your lord to you, safe and sound.
You've our gratitude, Master.
You see, lads, there was nothing to fear.
Thank you, Witcher, for looking after our dear Count. Seems the jaunt did him wonders. Breathed some new life into him.
Wait here a moment, Geralt. I have to fetch my coin pouch. Pay my dues.
New life? He was feeling down?
Made no mention, did he? 10 years back, his lass, Clarissa's her name, took a spill off her horse. Been bedridden ever since. Cannot walk of her own. She'd been the life of the house before the calamity. Merry sprite what filled every corner with joy. Count would oft take her out on trips. She loved animals too. Excursions he makes now, or rather, paintings he brings home. They's her only window on the wider world.
Sorry to make you wait. I was dead chuffed to be able to observe you in action. To confirm for myself there that the tales about you were not exaggerated in the slightest. You showed discipline, reliability, responsibility. I dare say you'd make the ideal business associate. That's a shame you've no interest in the wine trade.
One day, maybe.
Your reward. Use it well.
Thanks.
I've one other matter I wish to broach. In a few days' time, I shall exhibit my work for some friends, my coterie, so to speak. Would you come by?
Why not, if I'm in the area?
Splendid. In that case, I shall see you at my lodgings. I'm staying with a friend while in Toussaint, near a village named Francois.
I'll be by. See ya.
Why I stand to put nothing aside for my dotage.
What is over here?
Hey, over here, please.
Ah, this guy.
Heard you calling. Wanted to talk?
I did, for we're neck deep in trouble. Of the spider kind.
Ah, fuck.
Need a maid with a broom, not a witcher.
You fail to understand. These are huge. The size of pigs or dogs. Black and hairy, spewing webs.
Not talking about spiders then. Talking about arachnomorphs.
Call them what you will. You must smash the rogues, will you? Those caves would be prime barrel storage were it not for the beasts.
First things first. Need to talk about my reward.
Not
That's
a
what I was
lot
expecting.
thought.
See?
Perhaps a modest reduction, eh? I knew we would agree terms.
Arachnomorphs don't look much like bunnies, but they sure breed like them. Best nip the problem in the bud. I'll look into it.
Fuck. Big, respect laws, natures. Oh, this is a sign from the guy we just helped out. these things? I hate getting... ambushed. Okay, so our quest with the bank we can go and fulfill. I hate spiders.
Any tidings?
All taken care of. Went inside and cleaned up.
Thank the gods. And you too, of course.
Was looking to buy something. Maybe sell something too.
How much? You need specific decoctions, dyes, quest stuff. Okay, so it's just the decoctions that we're like unable to make. Everything else we are fine on. And then he doesn't appear to have any Gwent cards. I can't sell any armor to him.
Time I got back on the path. So long.
Okay. So, that was a whole thing. Quests. Secondary paper chase. Sion finale.
Or not, you've still to bust your bum.
Where was the signpost? Over here. To the grand place. And we shall acquire a vast sum of coin that we can then use to make our improved armor.
Oh, simpleton!
Master Witcher, spare me a wee moment.
What is it?
Got your coin, sir? And a wee gift to thank you for the trust you showed. This blade's the Reckoner. It saved my arse a fair number of times.
Thanks, Cianfanelli. We'll call it even.
One last thing. I'd like to apologize for the whole mingin' kerfuffle.
Well, next time, don't go declaring someone dead. Okay, so where... Is this the armorer that we need to get to? Or the blacksmith? It's gotta be, because that's got a symbol of both sword and armor.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
Stock send of whip await those
Reginald
running riot.
Audrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now. Available.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
Yes, this is the right place.
Oh, here he comes.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer?
Okay. Step number 1. Got to sell us some, sell us some junk. Boots. Grandmaster Woven. So we need an infused slizzard and an enriched dimeridium. So buying an infused slizzard is 780. And then we would need an enriched dimeridium. Hang on. Getting one, buying the thing itself is 4,000. My brother in Christ, holy fuck, we're in the wrong business. Okay, so that we need 2 of them. That we need 2 enriched dimeridium ore. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's already 400 that we spent. That's 800 just to make that. So that brings us up to 12. And that's still cheaper than the 22 or the 48 or whatever the fuck to buy. Ugh. And that's just for the boots. We didn't even make the boots yet. Okay, boots, done. Chest armor. What the fuck is that? How do you get a month? And it takes 2. Oh, god damn it. Monster stomach. Where am I supposed to find a monster stomach? Okay, okay. Hang the fuck on. Chest, crafting component, crossbow, gauntlets. Grandmaster. Okay, even that takes a thing of each. Silver sword. The Grandmaster Woven, which does less than our stuff, but it's bleeding chance, experience from monsters, critical hit chance. Of course, Arendite's the best silver sword in the world, so that's... The Grandmaster Woven Steel, which definitely is better. Takes 2 enriched dimeridium. And that also takes... What was I looking at? The gloves. We got the boots. I would need an enriched ingot and another slizzard. And then you go over to gauntlets, Grandmaster Woven. Okay, so now we've got at least 2 pieces of Grandmaster Woven gear.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Yeah. $44 to a maximum of 50. You know what? I'm gonna talk to him again real quick.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer?
Crafting, repair.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Okay, so we took care of... We could do the Wine Wars noon tomorrow. We got the treasure hunts. Cage of Foe. Alright, we have the Ard thing.
Fuck. It's
Okay, so I need to figure out how to get... So if I go this way... I can just hop over to Francolar. And then go over to the thing.
you stay in your homes after dark.
And Francolar is also where the guy is staying, who's going to make the paintings. Well, the one for his daughter, the wild stuff that we just did. We have not yet talked to the guy who's going to make a painting of us, but you know, such things. Clouds, or is that? That's interesting. I want to pin that. I want to go there, and I want to see what that is, and then we will check out the White's Lair.
It is right and fitting, Witcher, that the Duchessa summoned and you came.
Now, I do still have a fan pointed at my PC, so we should be good on temperature, but I'm still going to try to limit our stream to 2 hours or a little bit more than 2 hours, because I really don't want my computer overheating too much. And now we get into the haunted section of... What the fuck are them? Okay, this is gonna get ugly.
Show me what you got.
One more. You and your friggin' Shadow Clone Jutsu. I missed the final strike. He managed to die to bleeding damage before I could get him. Smugol Circus's notes. Lost him, my dear. Someone has stolen him. My dog, my treasure, my spoon. Carburata Woods. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. I wonder if that's a nod to Lord of the Rings. Probably is, right? The fuck are you? power up. Okay, so just you know, checking. We're at 46 of 50. Each blow generates charges which increase sword damage 10%. There's so many fucking foglets.
Our guests. Never a good omen.
Went and gotten myself another level of stuff with Arondite. A haunted house with 1,000 dangling spoons. Not going that way. Fuck that. There's monsters that way.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
The empowered Ard. Do 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 do.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Scrawled across the walls 100 times.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
And there is a bot in chat. Hold on a second, I need to go and bring out the banhammer. Okay, that's taken care of.
The pigsty. Search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. Never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. Her repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, and there's another bot in chat that I'm going to have to deal with eventually, but I'm going to read this thing first. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I'm cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat, I want to eat. Not a good spoon, empty spoons. Nothing, eat, it hurts. Mirror, lies, no. Hello, Gracie. Not much is currently up. I do need to take a ban hammer to that bot that got into chat before you did, though. Always interesting to see new fonts on Twitch. Clear giveaway of when bots are hanging about. Not talking about you, though, Gracie. You don't seem to be a bot. Yet. I've met some very sophisticated bots. Some of them get you chatting for quite a while. Is it low? Sophisticated bots. Some of them chatting for quite a while. I don't think it's low. Maybe in respect to the game. Let's turn the audio back on and do a quick check there.
Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
No, it's if anything, I'd say I'm pretty loud compared to the game. Like the echo you were hearing, the repeat, that was me having my stream manager in the background on like 50% volume. So I don't know. I think my volume's fine. But, yeah, the diary mentions a beggar. And, of course, part of the curse involves mirrors. And, there is a very famous, you know, wandering merchant of mirrors that we happened to meet at the beginning of the game.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Mugs and spoons and mugs and spoons. I am vaguely disappointed that the spoons are not echoing a bit more loudly.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Is not echoing a bit more loudly
Another
Master
spoon.
Mirror's theme
Yep,
song.
just as normal as the last one. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It makes sense. Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
Is this guy put through the chair? That's...
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Geralt, he's put through the chair. Geralt, the body goes through the... Geralt. Do you play any other games? Yes, I've played quite a few different games. We're currently doing some Subnautica 2 stuff on our off days. We also do Satisfactory, World of Tanks. I mentioned earlier at the beginning of stream that I might do a Tarkov stream a bit later.
This wooden spoon. Romantic.
I am a variety gamer. A decaying letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. Unusual assignment. Drawn you out here while I can't meet in person. You see my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet. For I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me by some time by a herbalist. Soon after I visited, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and reward you with no small part of it for your services. She's writing very eloquently for a person undergoing a curse to turn into a wraith. Quite eloquent indeed. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault, please let her go. I will then have a different task, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse, only the gods can cure. Cast upon me by a beggar, came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for friends. If you can find the vagrant, pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Perhaps his name was Gunter O'Dim. Not much aid for your hunt. I trust your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamara. We never actually find out what Gaunter is. We know he's, not pleasant to look at.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
But is he the devil, or is he some other kind of creature? What exactly is the devious monstrosity known as Gunter O'Dim?
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. It should be somewhere around here. What I was looking for. White's not particularly tiny.
Hang on, hang on.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
Always explore all of the things before you go to the thing. To the quest location. You never know what goodies might be hiding just around a corner.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Table set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
It is impressive that the White is so capable of thought.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Like in here. And so we meditate. We lift the curse. Geralt is a smart man. He knows he's an intelligent White who's been trying to lift his own curse. If we help it, we can accomplish two things at once.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
That's the trick of the curse. You want to eat, so of course you want to use the spoons. But no spoon shall feed you.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Meanwhile, we're going through poison. Oh, we're not looking great.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the White. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
too many of them. More power for Arondite. We're just, you know, hacking our way through evil ghost dogs. You know, it's totally normal. Little red dot over here. I don't know where that bar guest is, but it's a thing. Ah, here's the lady.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
And this kindly old woman
I must...
is the spotted white who we just dined with. Her curse is finally lifted after so many decades. Granted, she doesn't have much of a life left to live, but I mean,
someplace safe.
she's alive. Gracie, you have asked this before,
took her by the
and
hand
I have
and
answered
led her
that
here.
question.
Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over.
I am
Please,
here,
don't
Gracie.
worry.
I'm just
She
letting
will be
the
in good
cutscene
hands.
play through. When there's a back and forth between two characters, I like to let it play out rather than interrupt. It kind of ruins the scene, especially in a game that's got as much time and effort put into lore and character development as Witcher 3. It's one of the reasons I like the game so much, because the game is very well thought out. The devs put a lot of work into this. So I like to sit here and appreciate it without doing too much interrupting. Favorite game? I don't know if I have a favorite game, really. I have favorites in every genre, but I'm not sure I really put one particularly at, like, the peak of it. Though, probably one of my favorite games is going to be Elite Dangerous, which I cannot stream for quite a while because I'm doing a very long expedition into the space between the stars. So, that's a thing that I need to get done over the course of the next 2 years. God help me. But, yeah, so let's get back to checking the renovations.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
I agree. Yet I would urge you to hold off on further construction until
The renovations aren't done yet.
Juggling can be a challenging art. It's best not to undertake too much at once.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
We just reached level 42, and now we're at level 43. Fuck off. But hey, at least it only bumped us from 50 up to 60, and we were at the cap for the previous rank with Erendite. Which is why this is the best sword. First off, the fact that every blow increases our damage by 10%. And then, of course, the fact that it just keeps getting stronger. My other hobbies. Well, if you check my About section, I do write books. I've published 2 of them on Amazon. They are both available. The link down there will take you to them. I had tried to get a Elite Dangerous Discord channel up. That kind of face-planted spectacularly, but, you know, I'm going to keep the link down there in case I ever do become a big streamer and in case I ever want to revive the project. Yes, I write books. It is a bit of a long hobby, but it's one I enjoy. Okay, okay, door's over here. We need to go and have a conversation with our dear friend Regis. In case you're wondering, my books tend to be in the fantasy or urban fantasy type genre, mostly about vampires, witches, and werewolves, stuff like that. I do have another book that I'm working on that's a bit of a departure, but that one is not going to be ready for quite a while. Oh, Regis, you grumpy old sow. Regis, where the fuck are you? Why do I have to go 500 meters? So usually I end up streaming for about 2 hours. I think we're going to check with Regis and then call it a stream shortly after. Because we are getting up on the 2-hour mark. I did start streaming a bit later today than I usually do as well. Because I got caught up on something. Just also, so that it's clear, I don't tend to accept friend requests from random people on Discord. Grace, Grace, I hate to say it, but you're definitely a bot. I answered what types of books I write. I answered it quite thoroughly, like, a couple minutes ago. I appreciate that you're a very sophisticated bot, and I appreciate that you're, like, getting me to talk, and it's great, and I like it. Grace. Grace. I mentioned that I tend to write fantasy and urban fantasy type books, and they tend to be like vampires and werewolves and witches. And now you're leaving. You coward! Face me like a man! The Mare Lachelan Cemetery. I'm never going to figure out how to say that word right. Regis! Ooh, that's not ominous at all. Arcadius Borovic lived to a ripe old age. In fact, he lived so long, he died of boredom. Good way to die. Much congratulations.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. The Raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. That stands to be very, very dangerous.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Toussaint Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Toussaint Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Toussaint. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See, this is why I like Witcher 3. So much lore. So much of it's so well thought out. And it really makes me want to see what Blood of Dawnbreaker has. Because that's going to be like a vampire game. And you're going to play like... You're not a half-blood vampire, but like you go back and forth between like human during the day, vampire at night. It's going to get really fucking fun. And it's going to be the... Allegedly, from what I heard, it's by a couple of the people who worked on Witcher 3, so hopefully it's by people who know what the fuck they're doing, and hopefully it's really good and my computer can run it, because, yeah, games these days are really pushing my computer to the limit, but, let's fucking go.
See no reason to dawdle. Toussaint take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. You must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Toussaint. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Why didn't you wait until we got to Toussaint to do the thing? Are you going to help me kill the vampire that lives here?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Poof. Vampire blood magic.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire blood.
Tricky mechanisms. A vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world to this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
Champion of Toussaint. I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted, I become keeper of flock. Filled, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. Master and slave, executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so that I may serve the tribe.
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent reading them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Forgive the blur, but I'm using like Witcher sense constantly to try and find the remaining bits of that armor set. We only got a couple.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Battery cage versus free-range humans.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells. For.
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from my history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlouse. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Ah. I thought it was this one that they
And this
mentioned.
one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlouse. We both remained.
Okay, so that makes
this
sense.
part
And
of
then
the
the knife.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
A conversation with a lower being. Notes of a Teshemutna prisoner. Teshemutna gloves. Okay. Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% of maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. And the Teshemutna stuff is heavy armor. And then you got the Teshemutna steel sword. So our sword, the Wolven Master Crafted, has sign, adrenaline point, and experience. But Teshemutna blade does armor piercing, has a critical hit chance and damage bonus. That's far higher, or at least not far higher, but like 5% higher. And a 15% chance to stun. Each instance of bleeding applied to enemies for increases sword damage 1% for each piece of set. Current bonus 2%. Each adrenaline point increases possible number of bleeding effects can be applied to a single enemy. Yeah, and then we've also got the mask from Teshemutna. That resistance to bleeding. I'm gonna try to get through this with our Witcher gear. And if we can't, then I'll do the Teshemutna set. And there is your sacrificial cage.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to no man.
Okay, we're going to drop a manual save just so I have a reference point.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the sentinels. My head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
And so the hunt
Need a safe
begins.
word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to.
Smell the blood.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, these guys hit kinda like trucks. Mind you, we are on Death March. It is like the hardest difficulty. So, getting hit like a truck, par for the course. Especially since you saw me fight a Shalmar and the Arachnomorphs earlier, and they were not. Actually, I don't even... No, we did fight Arachnomorphs. There were giant spiders.
Bait set. What now?
Gonna quickly skip through that.
Need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
Smell the blood.
Rafford's decoction. Holy shit. We're all out of Rafford's decoction. Oh, fucking hell. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What's going to do things? Drowners in danger slows time. That's poison. You know, we're getting vampires in here, so let's do a black blood. Let's take... Shit, I can't pop those. Poisons. We need to pop some mold. Need things that are like multiples. Things that are multiples. Equal to current toxicity. Do that. Ah, shit. And I went through that whole thing trying to figure out how to best like enhance my life force. Okay. Right off the rip, we're gonna pop Thunderbolt. Cause this fight gets kinda nasty.
Bait set. What now?
Skip that, because we already saw
A
that.
safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm down. Somehow.
Please, Carol. You won't be able to.
I'm
We
stuck.
must forge through this, that is all.
Well, that was a fun run. Instantly got stuck in a corner. That's a thing. Ugh. Remember, folks, don't be an idiot like me. Please get up and stretch once in a while. I am a dumb person who sits at a desk all day and streams for entertainment. If you could hear that cracking, that was my neck. Oh, that one felt good. Oh, that's been one I've been trying to work out for a while. Ah.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm it down.
Oh, come
Somehow.
on. Why do things hit so hard? Why? I'm supposed to be better than this. I still have part of a freaking podcast to watch, and it's almost noon, and I work night shift, so this is like midnight for me. God fucking damn it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do when I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
You won't be able to.
Jumped out of one attack, landed right next to another guy, and he immediately swiped at me. Yep. Yep. Okay, here we go again.
Set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Smell the blood.
Damn it. It's rot fiends too, so it should be like easy to take out, but it's I keep getting clocked and there's no time to heal or dodge.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what?
What can I pop? "12 seconds effect duration." Maximum vitality. Tawny Owl.
Would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Smell the blood.
I don't know if that was from the ghoul rot fiend exploding, or if that was from the guy behind me attacking, or it was a combination of both. I thought we still had the protection of Quen, but apparently we didn't. This is gonna take more than a few tries. This is gonna be a while. Probably should have spent the money to try and upgrade all my gear.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it.
Okay. This one. Let's try using Superior Cat. And then I'll add Tawny Owl on top of that.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Oh no. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, God. You won't be able to.
I just smell the blood.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
Well, we survived. Finally. He is very unhappy.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
And then we just meditate while our friend goes absolutely bonkers.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Back in the cemetery.
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No. Because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Let us see what this concoction will do to us. What visions we shall see. Yep, that's some poisonous stuff right there. That's... Flashbang! A young boy giving us a shoe shine.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a minute.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count, sir.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Fortunate for him that he was able to hide those razors behind the guise of a normal hand. A count who showed him happy times. Yes.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the step. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
Someone slipping him a name on a card. But even by now, Detlef must have had
Another
intention
insisted
being
we
here.
buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Detlef's not one for
At
pleasantries.
least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
He was not happy about that. Cut off his treasonous hand. But of course it grew back. And he went to visit the young boy, the shoe shine.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A boot-black stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Whew. Okay. First, I'm going to hit myself with a white honey. Second, we are going to meditate for exactly 1 hour. Refill all of our potions. $54 of 60. Of course, our current crossbow has better bonuses. Is it master crafted? Yeah, it is only master crafted, not grand master. We will get out of this dark dungeon, and then we shall save, and then we shall continue on another day because we are approaching 3 hours. And I'm really only supposed to go for 2. Save game. Drop a save. So, thank y'all for stopping by. As mentioned previously, I may come back later tonight. I may do some Escape from Tarkov. I've had a bit of an itch to do that recently and get back into that, and I kind of poked around at it a few days ago, and that's a whole thing. I do also need to get more work done in Satisfactory, Skull and Bones. There's some stuff I want to do in Subnautica 2. We're probably going to do more Subnautica 2 on Thursday with our stream save. If an update comes out for Subnautica 2 between now and then, which it might, I might do my off-stream save of that game and play around with that. I don't think we're going to do any World of Tanks this week. At some point, I also want to get some gold mining simulator in, so that might be a next week event. I don't know. There's a lot I want to do and never enough time into the day because I have a 9 to 5 and I stream when I have the chance, which currently is like 2 days a week. So, stop by on Tuesday and Thursday at around 8 a.m. Today we started a little bit late, which is why we're going a lot late. So, take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll catch you tonight, or if not tonight, on Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Take care. Stay safe. Ciao.